Thank you so much for doing this podcast. Have I?
My pleasure.
I'm not even sure how much I've told you about it.
No, you just said, I remember you saying that you wanted to do a podcast about rom-coms and with the kind of like overarching goal to be eventually to write one based on like what you discover.
That's correct. So it's called Jess Writes a Rom-Com because I'm not particularly creative, which I think bodes well for how the writing of a rom-com is going to go. So we're kind of, I think at this stage we're still in like the research stages, which is why, you know, I asked you what your favorite rom-com is, which is a tough thing to ask you as a person who loves film to a degree that, you know, not many other people do. So I want to ask you, actually, talk to me about your relationship with movies, because I feel like this is a lifetime thing for you.
Yes, from the moment I escaped my mother's womb via cesarean section, I have been in love with the silver screen and the movies that play upon it. I think it's I'm trying to think of like there was not like a moment where I fell in love with film. There's moments where I know I fell deeper in love with film, where it was like inescapable. And those are probably like early teenage years where it started becoming about discovery for me. But I would say very early on, I think my love of film was about, I guess, experience of seeing a world that it wasn't part of my world yet. So I think for a lot of it was getting glimpses into an adult world was like through film, being able to experience cultures that were not nearby me, getting able to like jump through a portal and see what the world was like. And for a lot of it, you know, that still is a big part of it because, you know, like you, I'm a comedian and a film critic. So it's like not the most highest paying jobs in the world. So I haven't been overseas in like 10 years. So a lot of the way I experience the world is through an experience. Culture is through film. So I think that's where the love of it stems from, and the continued love of it where it grows deeper is discovery, wanting to learn more, wanting to become like the big brain, become the expert, but also just like that quest for knowledge and that kind of that studious nature never ends. Like if you're a student of cinema, you're kind of a student for the rest of your life.
That's a cool sentence.
Thank you so much. I'm really proud of that sentence, and it may not be the first time I've used it.
And nor shall it be the last.
Imagine if it was. I've signed exclusivity to your podcast.
I think you hit on something there, because I think you're talking about like your early teenage years when you start to really enjoy cinema for something different. I think there's an element of that too. Like we tend to really think very fondly about movies we loved as teenagers. There's that nostalgic element, but also when you're a teenager, you cannot wait to be a grown-up.
I think part of it as well is when you're a teenager, it's the first time you start to develop your own taste and your own things that you like and the things that very much represent who you are. Like what you like is who you are when you're a teenager.
Yeah.
So you start exploring things that feel truer to who you are. Think same thing with music. Like you're a big music nerd, and so much of your taste for music would have stemmed from when you start finding things that resonate deep with you when you are a teenager, when you are coming of age.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think also if we're thinking rom-com specifically, I think, you know, early teens, you'll have crushes and things like that, but you haven't experienced love before.
Yes.
And then watching, and often they'll be like, I mean, I think a lot of the movies that I liked were teenagers played by 27-year-olds, but and they still are these days, and I think that's beautiful.
We got to go back to it, I reckon.
Yeah.
I think it's so awesome. You know, you watch Grease, and like my favorite moment in any film is when Stockard Channing spins around in a chair and you go, oh my God, this person is like old. She's like still older than I am now.
She's a 40-year-old woman playing a 16-year-old. Perfect.
And you believe her. You can't have a young person play that role. The depth that character needs cannot be played by a 17-year-old chick.
No.
It's going to be played by a fucking woman. It's a woman that has to play that role, that has experienced life.
I'm 35. I reckon if you gave me a thick fringe and put me in a school dress, I could still do it. I could pass for 16.
You'd be great as it now. I reckon you could do it.
Just the angst, because I've lived now.
Can I tell you a thing that Cam and I wanted to do? We were trying to do we had like a few ideas.